Okay, so we're finished with load-in. We just had lunch. Mark and Sadie treated all the people that helped out to lunch, so thank you guys. It was really sweet of you. Load-in went really fast because we had a bunch of people just on it, so we were running all over the building, but we got it done pretty fast. I now have located where the dressing room is, which is good. It's pretty much like, okay, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I've been talking on Tumblr to Conversations from the Tech Booth, who has worked in the theater that I'm performing in, and was just like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other thing is this person's still working there, really cool. And he was like, well, there's a dressing room tower, because initially I was like, because they told us in a meeting on Friday, like, oh, you're gonna have hair and makeup on the 4th floor, you're gonna have your dressing rooms on the 3rd floor, and then this is on the 2nd floor. And I'm just like, I'm looking at this high-rise building and being like, what? Like, I get lost inside buildings all the time. I didn't know that there was a dressing room tower that's inside the building. So it's kind of structured like one of the bigger houses on Broadway or in a regional theater. Like, it's structured like, I guess, a regular, larger house of a theater. But anyway, so now it makes sense. And now that I've actually walked up, I literally made a point, like, we had to load costumes up there anyway, which was a little treacherous, but we got it done. I have seen exactly where my dressing room is, so that's good, and I know how to get up there from, like, 2 different places, so all good. And yeah, I have eaten now. Okay, when I get home, I have to, I don't have to edit anything immediately, but I want to at least get a little bit of a head start on some work for my regular day job that I'm gonna have to start doing the second that Swear Angelica ends. So I at least want to have, like, the templates done, so that all I have to do is just start filling them in. But yeah, it's, you know, I haven't had a day off in a while, but still I don't feel like soul crushingly exhausted. That's what I'm getting at. Renee, trying to eat roast beef with half a fork. Hello to you too.
It broke.
I know, but still.
I'm not getting up.
Hello, Internet. Okay, so I'm home now. As you can see, I'm at my desk. Most of the contents of my show bag is right next to me, occupying, like, literally all the space on my desk that isn't occupied by, like, microphones and computer monitors. But so that's my life, which you can't see, and you probably don't want to see. It's a bit of a shit show. But anyway, so quick recap of today. I only had to go in today for a masterclass, and it was with Ken Benson, who I believe I have actually seen before at the summer program that I audited last summer, which I audited my boss's summer vocal institute, and I believe he gave a masterclass there. My friend Anne-Marie, who's also auditing, she's auditing the program that I'm in now, she was like, oh yeah, do you remember him from WSVI last year? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, didn't you audit? And I said, yeah, I did. She said, well, you were there, like, the whole time. I said, yeah. I was like, well, and he did look kind of familiar. I don't remember anything. So I guess I have seen him in a masterclass before, but I forgot. Anyway, was a good masterclass. Was about, like, getting, like, management, websites, you know, stuff like that, and that side of the business of singing. And he was super nice, really positive, had a lot of, you know, insightful information, and again was another person that, like, made me feel okay about where I am in my career right now as but a baby opera singer and but a baby performer. But anyway, I was gonna put my show bag together, but then I just didn't. I still need to do that. Like, that needs to get done, but I didn't. So now it's just everything is sitting on my desk, and it's like, this is a terrible idea. I don't know why I did this, but I need to stop. But I did a little bit of work for my job on starting to update the contact list. I'm just waiting for like the voice teachers to send me their roster so I can actually have like a definitive list of, you know, who is in the department next semester, because like there's new people coming in, there's people leaving, and it's just whatever. Ow. I just slammed my knuckles into each other. That hurt. I'm also now, right now I'm trying to figure out what days. I'm trying to set up summer lessons right now, because my teacher just sent out, it's like, I'm teaching these days in July at Queens, and I'm just like, because I'm literally trying to think of, can I realistically have something, like, okay, so I'm now moving on to like prepping stuff for my audition for Le Nozze di Figaro that's for school, and that would be in, I guess, the beginning of the end of August or beginning of September. And she told me to look at Countess and Susanna, which I'm gonna do. I've looked over the music. I mean, I've been crazy busy, and it's tech week right now. So the fact that I'm even at home in daylight is a miracle. But anyway, I'm looking at these dates, and I'm like, I mean, could I be ready with like one of the arias by whatever, like in like 2 weeks? I mean, probably realistically yes, but I'm also thinking like I can't do like, there's like one day that I'm still in tech week, there's one day that's right after the show ends, and then a week later. I don't know. I'll figure this out. And I need to start actually like sitting down and singing through. I might actually do that right now, but on the bright side, I don't have to be in Manhattan until about 3 p.m. tomorrow, which is nice. I am enjoying this whole not commuting at the peak of rush hour thing. But yeah, I'm gonna sort out, I want to do at least like 2 lessons, but I'm trying to sort it out in my mind, like, am I gonna be prepared to take any of the audition material in? I'm sure I'll have something, but I never want to be like an unprepared asshat, you know? So we'll see. I'll sort this out, and then maybe, I have at least heard Deviani several times just in rep classes and master classes, so maybe I'll start with that, because I've at least heard it before, so it won't be too hard to sight read. Okay, gotta get back to work. Good morning, internet, or should I say good afternoon, because it's 12:30. And while I have been enjoying the past few days not having to commute at the peak of rush hour, I am now commuting smack in the middle of the day, which is like very nice, because it's just, yeah, like the buses run a little slower, the trains run a little slower, but don't have any trouble getting a seat. Nothing is gonna get stuck in traffic. It's lovely. So because it's tech week, we're not having the schedule we've had for the past 4 weeks, which was classes in the morning, hour for lunch, then 4-hour rehearsal block in the afternoon. So right now I'm on my way to rehearsal. This is our first rehearsal in the theater. I have seen the theater because I helped out on Sunday with Load-In, and the stage is of considerable size, but it's not so much bigger than the room we've been rehearsing in that we're gonna be like respacing things for days. So that'll be good, and it'll be good to just, even though it's not gonna be like a huge adjustment, it'll be good to just get on the stage and feel the space and all that. And I'm actually like, apparently there was a train derailment in Harlem, and even though it didn't affect any of the trains that I have to take, train derailments tend to have ripple effects on the other trains. So here I am leaving quite literally 3 hours early when I only need an hour to get to the Upper East Side. So, but just pray for me and my MTA journey. So I will definitely miss this program when it's over. I am definitely going to audition again, hopefully to do the program again next summer, but the one thing that I will not be missing are these tiny ass space pod practice rooms. So I just got out of rehearsal, and I am out of rehearsal about a half hour early, and because we had a 4-hour block to rehearse both operas, both Suor Angelica and Gianni Schicchi, and each opera runs about an hour, so in the show it'll probably be like 2.5 hours including intermission. But anyway, this is the first time we'd ever been on the stage. and for the most part, things ran pretty smoothly. We're still gonna have to figure out, you know, acoustically, how are we doing the last chorus in Angelica. I'm not kidding when I say that, like, they had us do it facing the wall. Just like, I don't know why they were trying different setups, because apparently it's too present or it's too loud. I have no idea. I don't know what it sounds like in the house because I'm singing it in the wings. There's also like one light that is, so there's like a door in like the upstage right corner. It's like a doorway. Like, it's a door in Carmen, but it's just left open. It's a doorway in Johnny's Tiki too, but it's just left open in Suor Angelica. So it's just like an archway type of thing. But anyway, so when you walk through it, there's a light that's like, I don't know, if you have like a bar, whatever you call it, with like 4 lights on it, it's like the top one, but it's still like right in your face when you walk through that thing, and it's on for almost the whole show. So every time I would walk through that doorway, I would slow down because I'd be like, I can't see anything and I don't want to bump into something. But otherwise, like, we ran both operas, and really relatively smooth, and it was a productive rehearsal, and so productive that we got out of rehearsal a half hour early, finished a half hour early during tech week, which is incredible. So I actually have tomorrow off. I haven't had a day off since Sunday last week, so I've probably been going for like 10 days straight now, which is not bad, but I wouldn't mind a day off. And I have some errands to run tomorrow, but I don't have to be in Manhattan. So, while I love this city, commuting takes so much out of you, and to not have to do it for even just one day, lovely. Good morning, internet. So I am on my way to rehearsal this morning. Today is Wandelprobe, which is a horrible word that I think we need to get rid of, but it just basically means we're rehearsing on stage with the orchestra. We're not in costume. I don't think we're in costume. I don't know. They would have told us if we were in costume. Anyway, but this morning, right about after I woke up, I remembered, rather, that my call time was a half hour earlier than I thought it was. So I was just like, but I still managed to get out of the house on time. So that was good, but I think I don't need to be there because I'm not in Johnny's Tiki, I'm only in Suor Angelica. I'm not needed for the entire rehearsal block, so I might, anyway, this is all to say, I think I have a 6-hour gap in my schedule, which I could theoretically go home. It would just be a pain in the ass because I would be going back to Manhattan at the peak of rush hour, which I'm just not strong enough for. So I took my laptop. I have 4 videos that need to be edited, so I'll have plenty to do. So hopefully it'll be a productive break, and I need to learn more of the audition excerpts for Figaro, and yeah. Her rehearsal skirt is around her neck. I love to see it. So rehearsal ran a little longer than thought. I think I left at like 1 and I just finished having lunch. So now I'm gonna have a short little walk. I have to go to CVS and I kind of want to get a cup of coffee. And then I have a lot of time. I still have a lot of time to kill. I have like 4 hours to kill before the Masterclass tonight at 6. But I have to go to CVS because in a shocking turn of events, I'm out of hair gel, and I want to get coffee, and I have 4 videos to edit, and I have 2 arias to learn plus recits. So I got stuff to do. So it's the end of yet another very long day. It's weird, like today felt like I've had longer days than this in the program, but I guess it felt long because this morning we had a rehearsal in the theater, and you know, with all the staging and all the props, we actually had Oh, so and I have a line that's basically like, oh, a bag of raspberries. That's what it translates to in English. Un trocetto di ribes. And so it's we've had food props, but the prop it's just miscellaneous food because it doesn't matter what it looks like from 30 feet away. The audience can't tell. But that's the one thing. It's kind of gotta look like raspberries because I'm literally saying, oh, raspberries, because my character has a notable sweet tooth and just wants a snack, except La Badessa keeps snack blocking me. Stop snack blocking me. Anyway, so today we finally had an actual raspberry prop, but when it was handed to me, and I did not find this out until I was singing it on stage, so method acting, I guess, is that the raspberries were real. I ate like 5. They were fresh. They were good. But it was really funny because I wish someone was like taking video of this. But if you were to watch it, you probably would see my face actually be like, because I normally do the whole thing of like, oh my god, it's a snack for me. And something tells me I shouldn't be walking this way. I'm gonna do it anyway because that looks like a door. Have I mentioned I get lost in buildings a lot? Because I do. Anyway, so I was genuinely shocked when I found out that it was real raspberries, and I ate like 5 of them, and my castmates ate some as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go home now because I am exhausted. I don't know how exactly, but I am convinced that past 9 p.m. Lexington Avenue gets longer and puts more distance between me and the train station.